Hello everyone, Fleet First here, and today we're going to be looking at the CAS Assault Carrier for Halo Fleet Battles. Now before I get into the stats of the ship, I'd just like to talk about massive elements in general. They're typically the first thing people buy after the starter set. This may be because of their impressive size or how recognisable they are, but are they really the best thing that you can get after the starter set? In this video we'll be having a look at the strengths and weaknesses of the CAS Assault Carrier, whether you should buy it in terms of points or in money. Enjoy. So in summary, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the CAS? Well, it's got excellent long-range firepower, 20 dice at 40 inches, even with -1 to its firepower rating, is devastating. Its beam at close range can be absolutely deadly, assuming you get it in close range. Side weapons could be better, they have decent rolls to say the least, but you shouldn't be using them to crack open hard targets. It's certainly tough in both damage track and defense systems. It also makes an excellent carrier for your fleet. Each section can replace one of its boarding craft with a zealot. This saves you up to 90 points and allows you to increase your Seraph interceptors to 6 rather than 5, allowing you to really hammer home fighter superiority in a game. Like the Punic, you can take one per 1,250 points, though I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend taking one certainly a lot higher points. Its main weaknesses are its very slow movement of 5 inches, its rear-mounted weapon systems that can't get any damage done really, and its extremely high points cost of 825. This is my main gripe with the CAS because it certainly is a powerful ship. However, 825 points is a small fleet. In fact, the ships in the starter set, or at least the Fall of Reach set, add up to slightly under 825 points. I believe it's about 810. So definitely be aware of how much this ship is going to cost you. In terms of actual battle tactics, it's incredibly important to keep your CAS out of enemy fire, especially if they're using MAC platforms, which can destroy your front section, leaving your fleets kind of up shit creek without a paddle in terms of long-range firepower. Try and take advantage of a local debris field or planet in order to reduce the enemy's firepower rating, or hopefully take it down to an impossible roll. Then forward your support fleet to draw enemy fire, while moving up your own assault carrier. Use it to pick off enemy medium ships, such as carriers and cruisers, while leaving the harder targets to be taken out at close range by your support fleet. Hopefully by about turn 3, your CAS will be in close range of most enemy ships. This is the opportunity for you to do some serious damage, taking out carriers, MAC platforms and any other hard targets. Extremely important that your front section is intact, as it has both the heavy plasma lance and the plasma beam. And the CAS on its side to bring most of its weapons to bear is another good tactic, though bear in mind that it will affect your movement, as it is a massive ship and is very difficult to turn. When facing a CAS, the best thing you can do is take out its front section. This can be accomplished by using a pair of MAC platforms, or maybe a certain specialist battle group that has good range. In either case, you want to take it out before it can reach you. Your best bet is to combine firepower on its front section and destroy it almost immediately, or you're going to be hurting for the rest of the turn. Try to face the CAS head on, not letting your ships be caught up in its side-mounted weapons. Remember, the CAS costs a lot of points, so it's definitely the most valuable target on the playing field. It means it should be either defended or destroyed at all costs. So, in conclusion, should you get the CAS Assault Carrier? In my opinion, no. Currently, it's too overpriced for what it does, I feel, and it only really pulls its weight in 2,500 points and above games. You can make use of it in those games, but only if you have a sizable support fleet. This is the problem it faces in smaller games where maybe only you'd have as your starter set to back it up. So definitely wait till you have a larger force before buying one. Hopefully when the rule update from Spartan finally comes, we'll see a cheaper CAS assault carrier, but until then, only get it when you have a decently sized fleet.